I feel like we've been going the safe route, going straight down the middle of the map pool a lot of the time. I think the only funky pick, and I mean, you wouldn't even really call this a funky pick, is that you got Nuke in there. I think Atox, you know, they haven't really played much train. They have to respect ban the train because Vision just kind of slapped Tai Lu the other day on it. So they don't want to be risking that in the grand final. We're just going to go straight down the middle of the map pool. Some of these maps have been played between these two teams in ECL lately. Wait, no, not even lately. That was like halfway through last year. So yeah, it's been a while since we've had a head-to-head between both of these teams, but I have to say, these are probably some of the most played maps from these teams in this qualifier so far, particularly for Atox. I feel like pretty much every single one of their series is like some combination of Anubis, Inferno, like Dust 2, and Ancient, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. That said, I feel like this is actually starting to become a little bit of a, like, a low-key, a little bit of an Asia rivalry. Talk about the EPL final they played against each other last year. They match up against each other quite a bit in a lot of these kinds of events, obviously ESL Challenger, etc., etc. So I think this is going to be a pretty interesting one to see how it kind of develops throughout this year, just because, again, Vision have still kind of got some work to do with this new roster, with the addition, obviously, of Call Me Sue, whereas Atox are probably a good sort of few months ahead of them in that respect, in terms of having had their roster a little bit longer. But I think, you know, they've kind of gone back and forth quite a lot throughout their history. It generally, I would say, has favored Vision slightly, but not to a drastic amount. So yeah, very interested to see how tonight goes, and how I'm sure there will be more matches between these teams throughout the rest of this year, and how they go as well.
Yeah, I mean, these are kind of emerging as the best couple of teams in Asia, really. I mean, Tai Lu's kind of fallen off a cliff a little bit. We thought they were going to be some kind of super team, but doesn't really feel like it's coming together at the moment. Vision have made some good changes, even pitching some players from Tai Lu. And starting this series off on Dust 2 is looking very promising from them. They just absolutely dominated the Huns on this map, like, what, 2 hours ago? So they're going to be feeling very confident going into this game, and they'll be starting out on the T side, which means that you have seen Atox choose to start on defense. Very, very quick one straight into B. It's going to be accuracy to defend. Kabali's in the backside of the site, unchecked on Car though, and Vision are having a tough time getting out of this smoke.
Yeah, they have now, though, started to filter their way across, but there has been a big rotation out from Atox. They've got all their members over here on B. There's nothing to do for Amelia. That's a pretty straightforward pistol. Very nice and clean from Atox, and remembering that they're coming into today really quite fresh. At this stage, last night, they'd played already 2 best of 3s. Massive grind of a day for them, but looking fresh and ready for this grand final.